We did that shit for you,
What's that? I forget where that's from.
It's a comedian.
Hello,
he's talking
motherfucker?
about. There's a comedian. He's talking about the difference between like Kingdom Hearts and like and Resident Evil cutscenes.
Yeah.
And it's like Resident Evil cutscenes or quick time events. You don't have to load the shotgun. Push A, nigga. We did that shit for you. Ah, oh shit. Oh man. Does anybody remember their first quick time event?
Yes. I think mine would have to be God of War, I think.
Like,
Well, let me ask you a better question. Like first in action or wait, surprise quick time event.
I would definitely say it was
I still
God
don't
of,
remember
yeah, still
the
God of War.
first
Because I don't remember like anyone telling me about QuickTime events before I started playing the original, and it was just like, oh shit, okay, I actually have to do something for this. All right,
Let's
that's
take
cool.
a break.
I don't know what we're talking about, but okay.
quick time
Quick time
events?
events.
Quick time events?
Instances where you have to push buttons and cutscenes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You lazy. You probably like Metal Gear Solid 5 where you got 6 hours of cutscene like it's a movie.
Bruh, that is ridiculous. You literally could never play the game and just watch the cutscenes, get every little bit of story that you think you could probably need, and still be exciting to watch. That's the crazy thing. That's how good that game is.
Yo, didn't MGS4 start out with like an hour-long cutscene or some shit?
I think it was 20 minutes. I don't think it was an hour.
Okay, felt like an hour.
The cutscenes that really pissed me off were like from Sonic Adventure 1, where it'd be like super HD cutscene and then block. And then block.
Yeah, you're just like, wow, this looks and it's dog shit. Okay.
Did anybody
Okay.
else catch the okie doke for Final Fantasy Spirits Within and then go buy the next Final Fantasy game after that thinking they finally figured it out?
No.
They hadn't finally figured it out.
Nah, I can't say I did.
When did they stop? When did they stop playing people like that?
And so we had a really big push PS3 generation for in-universe, in-game engine cutscenes. And it was a really big thing. I know Heavenly Sword was big on that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the cutscenes are rendered on the same in-game engine.
Yeah.
And then it still didn't look quite as good.
Yeah,
you know?
I would say it was better than what we were expecting for sure. I think what the issue with that is a lot of people were griping because they're just like, I don't get it. You guys are putting so much effort into the cutscenes. Why can't we get that in-game engine? And in the beginning, like it made sense because obviously we just didn't have, the hardware to back it at the time. But it's like now we got
We
the
have
hardware.
the technology.
We had the technology.
We will rebuild him.
Y'all motherfuckers is charging $70 a
Make it
game.
faster.
You goddamn right. You fucking
Stronger.
better look good.
Hey, okay, let's talk about
Sexy.
that for a second. Actually, before we get into that, let's introduce ourselves to the people. What up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You know what it is.
Hi.
They always know what it is.
And in case you don't know what it is, it's your big bro. It's Takamono out here. IZZYTAKAMONO on everything. PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Live.
You joined Xbox?
I've had an Xbox. It's just ass. I got it for free and then I got rid of it because I was so disappointed with the
Just so
performance.
salty with you right now.
How you gonna be salty? It was a shitty system for shitty people.
You bought a busted ass used system. That's
I didn't
on you,
buy
fam.
the. You don't understand.
Excuse me. Sorry, you acquired
Do you
one.
really understand how mad you got to be at the performance of an item for someone to give you something for free and you're like, I need this out of my fucking house.
I told you, dead ass. That was not a performance issue.
No, it like the Xbox ran like it was supposed to. The only issue I had was I had to buy a new controller, right? But
Right.
it's the only game I played on the Xbox that was an Xbox exclusive was Forza Horizon 4 and 3.
Yeah.
3 was phenomenal,
Yeah.
by the way.
was
One of the
good.
best racing games of all time.
Yeah, I could say.
So you have one, Giblin.
Yeah,
Jet Set Radio Future, was that exclusive?
Yes,
Yes.
unfortunately. That's Xbox One.
Yep.
And I will
that
never
Xbox.
besmirch the original Xbox, OG Xbox.
No.
I will never besmirch the original Xbox because it is the place where Jet Set Radio lives.
Yeah.
Speaking of, actually, and we'll come back to this later, I actually played a game that is billing itself as the successor to Jet Set Radio. I went ahead and copped it and played it today, so we'll talk about that and why I'm angry.
Oh God. Someone fucked it up that bad.
Anyways, in all pink today, to my immediate left, I have my man, my mellow.
D Truth, the professional. It's all pink today, baby.
Looking-
Real men wear pink.
Damn right. On Wednesdays, we wear pink, and it'll be Wednesday by the time you hear this, so you know.
Looking like a salmon Steve Bannon over there and shit.
Salmon. Whoa, Steve
Whoa.
Bannon. Whoa.
I'm gonna let it ride because it rhymes, but only because of that.
You're welcome.
You could have said like
A salmon Bruce Banner.
Could have said like Bruce Banner or Rich Gannon or
Nah.
or
Rich Gannon? That's the
Yeah.
quarterback from the Oakland Raiders.
Nah, you get Steve.
So a random fact about Rich Gannon. He was a quarterback of Raiders. They went to the Super Bowl. They played Tampa Bay, 2002.
And we won, nigga. What's up?
Y'all whooped that ass. And,
One time.
813.
Hey.
Back in NFL 2K2,
Yar.
the Oakland Raiders was my team. I hosted the Super Bowl party. I was like, yo, the Raiders are going to win. Got they ass smacked. And now I'm here in Tampa.
All you can hear in the background is just
We beat him so bad he came over.
Yeah. He's like, well, I guess I'm done here. I guess I'm just gonna go over there to the
Tampa's a
winning
great
side.
city. It's, what are the only cities where you can just say jit and just get away with it?
We'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that later in Wyoming region. To my right.
Wait,
Was
your immediate right
Oh my
to
gosh.
your clockwise?
Oh my
It's your
gosh.
boy, Rob the noob.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
Might as well say it's your boy, Pringle Can Dong. But
True for
yeah,
Steve Bannon,
how
but you got
how
Pringle Can
goes it,
Dong.
everybody? Good to see you. Glad you came through. You just come on through and just touch the beard one good time. Take a seat, gather around. The pod has begun.
In case no one could hear, that was me scratching the beard. But
What is this, a fireside chat? Are you Teddy goddamn Roosevelt right
I might as well be. Shit. Where's my stick?
now? It's apparently between your legs, that Pringle can.
Hey.
rounding out the crew, it is your boy, your man, your lady, your everything, Lebanon Don.
Hey.
Lebanon down. What
So
up?
today's pudding flavor of the week,
Uh-huh.
I am going with
Uh-huh.
Neapolitan.
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 Okay.
Neapolitan.
Chop it up, keep it original. Have you
1/3 of a great flavor.
I mean,
ever seen a Neapolitan pudding?
what's funny is is dead ass DB looking like a fucking like the wrong end of a Neapolitan right now.
No, the best
I'm
end of a
not gonna lie.
Neapolitan. He looks like chocolate and strawberry.
No. Last pod, we said we were going to yes and. Neapolitan is great.
But-
Yes, and
It's not
yes,
my favorite.
and
Okay, here's a question. But before we get into it, I would like to make sure people know we are four nerds.
one podcast.
All right, a quick question, man. So we're gonna find out who's a monster here, right quick. How do you eat Neapolitan ice cream when it's in like the container or like the gallon tub? Talk to me about your process, guys.
That's tough.
strawberry only, and then I give the rest to whoever wants it.
The fuck is wrong with you? Why don't you just get strawberry ice cream then, you fucking savage?
He's trying to share. He wants to be considerate.
Listen. Have you ever heard of the olive theory?
No,
Yes.
no, lay it
I've
on me.
not.
The olive theory is when one person likes olives, the other person doesn't like olives, but you guys are compatible because you can give your olives to someone else. So I don't like chocolate ice cream. Lebanon Donette likes chocolate ice cream. So I give her the chocolate ice cream.
He's out here playing 4D chess.
So what y'all
guys.
do with the vanilla? Do you just like get weird with the vanilla or something? Or how
We
does
throw it
that
out because it's whack.
Well, then again, it was vanilla rice pudding. That was the flavor.
Oh,
Never
that's
mind.
tough.
So I've heard that as the black jelly bean theory.
The black jet? Really?
Yeah, the black jelly bean
Well,
theory.
I mean, let's be honest. Not many people like licorice. It's a very
Well, that's
acquired
the point.
taste.
So like, it's a
Yeah.
lot. It's similar to Don's theory, but I've always heard the black jelly bean theory. If you teach yourself to like things or to make your own decisions about things, or like things people don't like, you'll be more likely to find a better deal on stuff. Like, so the best example I ever heard, I got an uncle that drives a Chrysler Crossfire.
Ooh.
Right, horrible vehicle. It
Oh,
looks
it's
ugly.
terrible.
Fun fact.
Sorry,
though,
Dad.
Fun fact. The Chrysler company makes American Mercedes-Benz parts.
Yes.
All of the parts in that Crossfire are the same parts that's in that year's SL500 Mercedes for half of the price.
Yeah,
So
basically.
you're driving a Mercedes, it's ugly.
Yeah.
But you still got all the power. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So who's mad? If you don't care how it looks, are you balling or not? Did you come out ahead or not?
Plus, body kits are a thing.
If you body kit,
Oh,
you're
man.
goddamn
How fucking funny would that shit be? How funny would that shit be?
the rage.
I bought it for half the price, and now this shit looks like a Mercedes. It's
The
still a Crossfire,
rage.
Dave.
The ugliest coupe I like is actually a Saturn Sky. I don't know why.
Sky?
I can
really?
respect this guy. The Solstice is boogie.
The ass on it looks weird. Just a weird ass.
The only time Noob has ever been an ass man.
I mean, hey, listen, I liked them. I liked the rear end stick back in the day. I was a Celica fan, but before it was cool.
Saturn just got a whack logo.
Yeah.
It just looks old.
Yeah.
It
looks like
it screams
the
dated.
Oldsmobile logo and the Pontiac logo did the fusion dance.
Yeah, pretty much.
I should change that.
Saturn doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Were they absorbed or they just died?
They have Pontiac.
Diff.
It's dead.
Diff.
Pontiac, Scion, Oldsmobile. Is Oldsmobile dead? Yeah, Oldsmobile's dead.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Old.
Yes. Yeah. It's only the Oldsmobile, Shit be no more. Gone with the wind.
So, how was everyone's weekends?
Gosh.
Pretty good.
It's fire. It's fire.
What did I do? I don't remember.
What?
Cocaine.
What?
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
I'm
what?
kidding,
No,
I'm-
wait.
I'm
You
kidding.
made copious
I
amounts
don't
of sugar
do
cookies? That's what you meant to
cocaine.
say. Copious
don't
amounts
do
of sugar cookies.
cocaine.
He said, I'm
No,
a
I really don't.
I'm a responsible
Yeah.
adult.
You said, "What did I do?" and
I-
you left it there. I wasn't gonna run.
You're like, no, I take Xanax like a fucking adult, goddammit.
Oh, God.
No, my home is the home of opioids. What do you think I take?
No,
What the fuck?
So
Xanax is the opposite of cocaine.
We are totally kidding, by the way.
So
We're not
I
being
think,
serious at all.
We do not condone drug use.
no, there's
Well.
an.
Hard drug
We
use.
just can't escape this. It's just like a magnet. We're just getting away and just getting pulled right back in.
Pull the ripcord. What were you trying to say, though?
Drugs.
Fuck you, dog. I was trying to give you an out, and you just said,
Oh,
nah.
my God,
no,
dude.
Nah.
no. One thing I did. I don't know if it was this weekend, but was tag-alongs this weekend? Izzy, did you give me tag-alongs this weekend?
Last weekend.
Yes.
No,
Alright.
it was last weekend. It was the weekend we got back from snowboarding.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're going to talk about it now. So we got a new idea for content for you guys, and we're going to do it. So Girl Scout cookies are apparently a thing. They have been a thing my whole
Always a
life.
thing.
And actually on my Facebook memories, I shared a memory. I was like, yo, I've never had a Girl Scout cookie ever. This might have been in 2016. I have since had Thin Mints and now Tagalongs, but I have not had all of the assortment of Girl Scout cookies, so we're going to film me trying them all, and I'm going to rate them.
Hey, there we go.
Ooh.
We
So,
can
anyone's into that?
broaden your horizon.
And if there's anything else you'd like us to rate for that matter, maybe you can't settle an argument with your friends. Maybe y'all can't decide on the best Final Fantasy.
And make it.
Ooh.
Let us know. We'll
You
figure
can
it
make it technical. You can make it interesting. You can make it gross. We'd be
out.
down
Okay,
for
if you
that.
make it gross, it's just Noob.
I will field all those questions.
Noob's gonna be out here licking storm
Gladly.
drains and shit. Like, hey, this is the tastiest storm drain.
Whose booger's nastier?
So it sends you a freeze-dried booger. You gotta add water and reconstitute it.
So if Dawn bombs are my hot takes, what do I call advice for people?
Relief aid.
Oh my God, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah.
Relief aid.
All right.
Let me relief you and aid you.
Maybe relieve
Let me
you.
relieve you.
Relieve you?
relieve, whatever.
Whatever.
Suspect.
All right, anyway, go ahead.
Sus.
Super sus.
So, with your relief.
With my relief, well, people.
Relieve yourself into the microphone.
All right, I will relieve myself into the microphone. People, if you have questions that you cannot answer, send them to me. Send them to Don. He will look at them, think you're probably trash for thinking this, and just may ignore you. And then you're going to ask, hey, I always ask you a question. Why do you ignore me? And then I will ignore you again. But if your question is sexy to my brain and not sexy
Brain
in a
sexy.
sexual way, just anything I find interesting, I will for sure answer it.
In other words, send Don and D-Truth pictures of your toes.
There you go. Yeah, either that or like send like a really. You could send like a really like deep. You could have like a really weirdly like just leading question as it's typed out, and then just have like a dick pic like right below it. Be like, and my question for you is, would you say like the the equality between the dick to ball ratio of my genitals? Do you think that works for me? Yeah, no?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You send me a dick pic, I'm posting your dick on the internet. So just understand, anything you send us,
You better be
may
proud
get
of it.
posted.
You better be proud of it.
You better be really proud of
You better
the
put
dick.
it in a funny hat, put some good filters on it.
The
Oh, yo, have I told y'all the penile haberdashery story?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know all
Have I
about
told
that.
the pod the penile haberdashery?
I don't know.
I don't think so, but hey, we're you know what's funny? How long? Wait, check the time. How long do we make it till we were talking about dicks?
15 whole minutes.
15 whole minutes before we got into dicks. All right.
All right, before we get to that
Kickstarted.
story, because that sounds really long, I've got a quick question.
Or it could be short.
Dick pics, balls or no balls?
What?
When you,
Huh.
I've never. sent my balls. In a dick
Yeah, I've
pic.
never seen my balls.
You know
with
what?
the dick either.
Now that
okay,
As
lube
if
or
I
no
think
lube.
the dick looks better than the balls.
No lube or no lube. Are you out here saying it dry?
So hang on. So
dry dick pic.
hey man, I mean sometimes you gotta douse that bitch in baby oil, get some top light to it, some soft top light
Dry
to
hammer
it.
pic.
You know?
Try him.
Oh, it is definitely getting one of
Oh
those
man,
like
that was like one
Maybe
of
have
the
like some
funniest things
candlelight on the
ever.
bottom end. You know what I mean? Like make sure you get the dick root looking
So
good.
you don't need to be
know?
lighting. If you're lighting your dick from the bottom, you're throwing your dick into relief and shortening your dick. It's the wrong answer.
Nah.
Yes, that's how light works.
Nah, not the way I do it.
You definitely need like one of those like dermatology halos that just like,
oh my god!
illuminates.
You put a ring
Light
light
on
for
your
your dick? That's fucking great.
Yo, ring lights are cheap nowadays. We should put together a dick pic clinic.
Dick pic clinic.
Dick
A dick
pic
pic
clinic.
I like the way that sounds.
Dick pic clinic.
We'll buy
Yeah.
we'll buy a dildo and like get on Instagram. All right, team. So if you're gonna take a picture of your dick, you gotta do it.
If I'm buying a dildo, I'm buying the one of those like mold your own penis dildos because
I'm not holding your fake dick on Instagram.
That's kind of weird, dog. That's a little
no
weird.
one has to know it's my fake dick.
Well, no.
I would know. It'd be hairy. Even in the mold somehow.
Even in the mold. You said, why is this thing texturized? Weird? Don, is that your dick? No. Don, that has got
This has gotta be your dick,
That's
bro.
got to be your dick, man.
It's not my dick. My shit is smooth like a putting green, bruh. It's not
Yeah.
all the way hardwood, but it's manscaped.
There you go.
My dick. VIP.
Yo, dick. Got HIV.
Oh man,
Classic.
Mickey
Yeah.
Avalon, FT Dub.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, oh, shit. Where were we even going with that?
Penis
So you-
haberdashery story.
Yes.
Oh, the short of it is a good friend of mine. Give Shmoo the bag.
Give Shmoo the bag.
Give Shmoo the bag. Shmoo, you can have the
We
bag.
love you and miss you.
Facts. We'll be hanging out for your birthday. We'll make it a thing. Give Shmoo the bag, but Shmoo has photos of people who have sent her fun penile haberdashery photos. She has like dicks in top hats and dicks with neckties and dicks with cufflinks, and it's the best, I think.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You gotta put your dicks with cufflinks, bro. You gotta put your dick in the dinner jacket, and then you gotta put cufflinks on the end of the dinner jacket.
Okay,
Yep.
so I definitely have heard this story, but I forget. Are these like things on top of the dicks, or like these are actual cufflinks on?
No, they're like
No.
dick-sized clothing.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
it fits the dick.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. You're not gonna put like an
It's the
actual
dick.
top hat on your like an
you
actual
wouldn't
top
see
hat
it.
on
No,
your
it's like
dick.
it's like a little dick-sized top hat.
Yeah. Yeah. Just sits nestled on top of the head. You know,
I can't ever
tilted
use
to the
word
side, give it some
nestled.
swag.
I can't ever use the word nestled because that just makes me think of Nestle, and Nestle's
And they're
good.
stealing Mexican water. Oh, good.
What the fuck?
Good.
First of all,
Nestle don't give us the bag.
Nestle give us the bag, but then also give Mexico their fucking water back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nestle
that-
strawberry powder. That shit's delicious.
All right, sir. Look.
Why are we going?
I
this?
feel like that hasn't been delicious since I turned like 11.
Okay, so
I
there are
love
really only a
strawberry
couple
milk.
of instances of good flavored milk. Strawberry milk is fire. Nestle powder strawberry milk is not ye old answer, my man.
That's kind of in between for
Yeah,
me.
man, you gotta get the Hershey's chocolate syrup.
If you're not on that
Hershey.
Gustafson, if you're not on that midnight chocolate milk, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
No,
Yeah, just
no
not-
chocolate milk at all.
No chocolate milk at all? Are you just anti-chocolate, Don? We've never had this discussion.
For the most part, I will eat.
Racist.
I will eat.
Speak carefully, Don. You're
I will
within murdering
eat-
reach.
I will eat a chocolate bar, whether it's dark chocolate, white chocolate, milk chocolate. That's about the only chocolate I will do.
It's a lot of chocolate. but-
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a big fan of like
He
chocolate
needs some
ice cream,
Or
chocolate
beverages.
milk,
Okay.
chocolate flavored
fair.
things.
I
isn't
once
the
had a
best.
chocolate soda.
That sounds
Like that
wrong.
chocolate-
It was incorrect, yes.
Like chocolate
Yeah.
wine is disgusting.
Is it like a yoo-hoo?
Nah, that's just water.
For some reason, actually,
Drink,
baby.
did anybody
Drink, baby.
Yeah, right. Did anybody ever have a chance to try like the Red Bull Coke that they tried to fucking pawn off on people for a while?
The Red Bull Cola.
Yes.
It was good. I
No, it
loved
was
it.
dog shit. It was terrible. It tastes like flat, wrong ass fucking like it. Like if I had to imagine what like old expired Coke sold in like a bodega that's been around for like 60 years tastes like, that's what that
Hey,
shit
don't hate on
tastes like.
bodegas. They're the cornerstone of our nation.
Hey, that's all I'm saying. That's that. Like I feel like that's the only place you would
Yo,
acquire
you,
it.
have you tried the new energy cola from Coke?
I have not.
Coke Energy is supposed to be
What
pretty
story
good.
is that?
Speaking of bodegas, me and Donette have a plan to visit every bodega and pet every bodega cat. Those things don't move. They just sit there on one thing for hours.
You'll be
Word.
petting bodega cats until you die.
Yeah, there's a lot. small goals.
Say less.
Me and D Truth walked around New York and we saw 12% of New York and we was ready to die.
Yeah.
Although we were going ham. So there's that.
Truth. Do we want to touch anything for Colorado at all? It was pretty, it's pretty
Videos
mountainy.
coming. GoPro, give us the bag and maybe some technical support.
Send a priest.
Send a priest or a technician. We're working on it.
Do we want to do like a separate like small pod on Colorado?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we
Yeah, 'cause
can.
I feel like I want to compile my thoughts.
Definitely bonus pod content.
I
for the
definitely say,
folks.
okay, so for the actual Colorado podcast, I say we do save that for the Patreon. We'll make that like our first Patreon content that we can put out there. So if you are so inclined, if you would like to support the podcast, you can hit us up on Patreon as soon as that goes live.
Piggity, Patreon.
All right, so you want to just get right into the meat and potatoes here?
You know I like meat and potatoes, but more than that, I like anime news.
Yeah.
And I got plenty of it. Speaking of meat and potatoes, I'm hyped, guys. I'm hyped.
Tell
Food
us why you're
Wars,
hyped.
Shokugeki no Soma, Season 5, 5th plate, going
Give me that
down.
foodgasm.
We got April 11th. I think what I'll do here, and I'm going to add it to the task list, is I'm going to cook a food from Food Wars on live, and you guys can watch me fail or succeed, whatever we do.
I'm leaning towards like I feel like we'll somehow end up like slightly above mediocrity. I'm hoping for that.
I hate mediocrity.
Well-
I plan to excel, but for the fun of the pod,
won't burn
I
it,
will.
but it
for the
won't,
fun of the
you
pod,
know.
I'm going to try the first time go it.
Oh, we're
I'm
going
gonna
in
try,
fresh.
I'm going to try the first time go it. So we'll
Oof.
pick the food, lean in, and we'll shoot it Babish style from the hands down, and we'll see what's going on.
There you go. Perfect.
Outside of that, it's a bit of a slow week, man. Definitely catch up on some stuff. Is anybody watching anything right now?
I have just started, restarted Rurouni Kenshin.
Classic.
Wow. Okay. A little throwback.
I have started No Game No Life.
Hey, classic.
Yes, I watched a couple yesterday and it's really good. I love games. It's like, ooh, he's killing out here.
This is killing the game.
He's like, I didn't even think about this. Y'all niggas whack. Good games, nigga. It's nice.
Well, yeah. For me right now, I think I'm bouncing back and forth between One Piece because I'm a fucking masochist and Black Clover and then No Gun No Life.
No Gun's Life.
or
Where
No
are
Gun's
you
Life.
at? Where are you in One Piece?
I am now on episode 122.
Holy shit. Has this been what you've been doing this whole time? Nigga,
Kinda.
we was like play Final Fantasy. You were like, yahoo. Like, I'm out here on the grand line, nigga. What's up?
Well, I mean, it's a mix-up. So it's like, I decided when, I can't go to GameStop and just not cop something. And, of course, I had to cop the new drip. Respect the drip.
Trip.
We'll take a photo.
But I had to get, some new clothing, as it were. But also, as I was in there, I was like, fuck, you know what I really need to do? Just get, like, Metro Exodus and just see what this shit's all about.
So what's your plan? Like, because
In life.
in life for sure, but like this One Piece plan, because I know I've thought about it and I was like, nah, I can't do it.
So-
it's just like,
so, like-
I think I'm beyond the point in my life in which I can take that on. 'cause
Like,
I remember
900
taking on
episodes
Bleach,
of
I
anime.
remember taking on Naruto, and like I was like, One Piece.
So
can't
hang on.
do it.
So the good thing about Bleach is it's over.
Yeah.
So you have like a margin. Shut up. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Look, the vengeance, baby.
But the good thing about Bleach is that Bleach is finally over.
I don't think they animated all the chapters.
Problem
in the
is, they didn't. Problem is with One Piece, that shit is still going. Still going.
So like, do you plan on just watching enough to be like, okay?
So
got
I just
it,
want to
or-
get to like a particular arc with the the captains and stuff like that. The captains fights,
Wait,
all that
so,
stuff.
so your goal is not to like actually watch all of One Piece?
I'm going to watch. That's why I'm at 122 right now.
I mean, 122 isn't even 10%. So
I know.
Don't try me. All I'm saying is, you just said I'm just trying to get to a particular arc. Does that mean you're going to stop watching once you get there, or
I've stopped
well,
watching after a
if-
particular arc.
So if it
of One Piece?
if it progresses,
sure.
How much have you seen, Don?
Oh.
I
Life-shattering
mean,
number.
Can I spoil things?
No, you whore.
Well,
I'm still
yeah.
watching it.
I mean,
After
Don't wait. Don't. If someone dies or something, that's not-
Yeah.
That's exactly where I stopped.
Oh,
Stop.
you talking about homie's brother?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I've seen that.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've seen more One Piece than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure.
So
After this one particular character's death,
That's a sad.
I
death.
was so
So
shocked.
let's spoil it for noob. Anyways, man.
wow.
Wait,
All right.
hold on.
Yeah.
Noob, do you know who my favorite One Piece person is?
I have the faintest idea.
Good. So I think you know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after he dies, I stopped.
Well, I do the death beforehand,
Yeah.
so I'm just extrapolating on who your favorite guy is. We'll talk about it offline.
I hate how like crazy just that was so fucking frustrating just now.
Love you.
But yeah, so I'm just having fun right now. I mean, if it's worth carrying on, I'll continue. But honestly, like I feel like that arc is particularly awesome. So I'll journey through until then. I think.
How far are you on Black Clover?
35.
Okay, so what is that? Diamond Soldier dungeon area?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
How
and then,
slow?
And then of course I'm bouncing back and forth between like a bunch of other ones too. So it's like I have there's like a list. The Funimation list is ridiculous.
What were you finna say, Don?
How slow does an anime have to be for it to turn you guys off? Because, for example,
Pretty
for me,
goddamn slow.
Hunter, I can't get into Hunter x Hunter just because it's so slow for the first 27-ish episodes. I'm not gonna do it. I can't.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't trudge through 27 slow episodes.
All right, so I'm with you on that.
gotta multitask.
That is tough. That is tough. Like Hunter x Hunter specifically is pretty tough to get through because a lot of the beginning is just it's not as exciting as you think it should be. So you kind of get to the point where you're just like, nah, I care, but I don't care. But like, it doesn't get good until roughly like around season 2. And then you're just like, oh shit, like this is getting serious. And it gets exponentially better.
That's
after
what my
that.
friends have
I feel you.
said.
And it really does pick up. I've seen a lot of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
I saw Hunter x Hunter back in the day. I was watching like Hunter x Hunter, Reborn, The Hitman, and like D Gray Man at the same time.
Reborn was good. And
So, like-
Andy Grayman? Okay.
At the same time.
You know they're coming out with another season, right?
Of D Gray Man?
Yup.
What?
Yup.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Are they in like a remake or something?
Nope.
Has it been running this whole time?
New season.
It hasn't been on a break though.
News.
It was on a break.
Ah.
Guys.
News.
Guys, I don't know. I'm Googling this
Is he
immediately. Hold
just
on.
gave him that look? They're like, did I miss this?
I have
And the
to
pod
admit
is
this.
over.
Whoa, it's been real, guys.
He's like,
I
well,
gotta
I'm
be-
just gonna go ahead and get my
We will never be again.
Oh my god, dude!
But,
I'm Googling this. What
But
is-
yeah, from what I had seen recently, it was just kind of like in passing. I just happened to see it, and I was like, "Oh, what? For real?" So yeah. But speaking also on like touching on like TV and movies and also animated related news. For those of you who didn't see the My Hero Academia movie that came out recently, you are fucking up.
I'm fucking up. No, say what you were really
That's
going to
how
say.
you know you fucked up.
What I'm saying is I had to fill in for D because he dropped the fucking ball.
I did.
You did?
I did.
I was looking like the thickest Bakugo you'd ever seen in your life.
Bakugo spelled with 2 C's.
For real. Thick.
No, you look good. No, you look good. How was it?
How was it? It was
Yeah.
great. Apparently, like everybody kept saying, whenever we were going in, especially like the girl at the front, she was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Oh god, do I look fat? I feel like I look fat. I feel like you're staring at me fat right now." She just
All right,
goes,
man. All
she
right.
was just like, she's like, "Y'all like the best like duo right now, like the best like Deku and Bakugo, like fucking
Was there a lot of cosplay?
There was
A
like
reasonable amount.
there
A
was a
lot of
reasonable
merch,
amount.
only a little bit of cosplay.
Yeah. Some of it was like easier in cosplay, and then others were just I think there's only one other Deku and Bakugo like group that
I
were
feel like
in
there was
I
a
saw a couple.
complete drop off between opening night and the next day because I saw it the day after you guys, and there was 5 other people in that movie theater.
Yeah. So with like those Phenom events, a lot of times day one, because people don't realize there are multiple days a lot of the time. So a lot of time day one's the day to go, and you link up with folks and film things and get to meet people. With those events, definitely come to the next one. We didn't get to see Promare. We've seen Boku no Hero, obviously.
Obviously.
The next joint we'll post on the calendar as well. Try to link up with us early before the show. We'll get out there like 30, 40 minutes early and talk to the folks and get some stuff on film. 'Cause it's always a good time to talk
the
to people.
if you will. Actually, do y'all see how the box office looked for that shit? By the way, it was incredible.
I feel like it all might smash.
So like it opened on Wednesday in North America, to like 2.6 million on opening. It's like in 1275 theaters. And then it like made it by 2.7 times that amount in it like right after, like on like from what was it, September? It's like September 25th, 2018 when it originally aired. It was like 947. Then after 5 days in the region, it just blew past everyone's expectations right after that. It was like 9 million. Like it overtook Dragon Ball Z like Resurrection, which was insane.
Resurrection. I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Gold
I mean,
Frieza.
yeah, it was pretty good though. They did really well for especially being a limited release.
88%.
Frieza's a bitch for that movie. God, that still pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, in Heroes Rising, I think it did like 15 million. In right after that, so it's
88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
hey,
That's good.
88%.
That's a lot of percent.
I
It
mean,
is.
I
You
would
don't
say
get a
they
lot of
earned it.
love for anime movies. Have
Yeah.
y'all noticed that?
That's a lot of percent.
A lot of feature anime films get a lot of hate because a lot of times they're non-canon.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so actually, would you say between the two, would you say you liked the previous one story-wise a little more than you like this one? Just because it tied in better? Like, you feel like the canon was a little better on the last one than this one?
The first movie was
Okay.
canon?
So the
much
first movie
conflict.
wasn't canon.
That wasn't canon?
Okay, well, let's do this. The first movie in the season, because the first movie comes out in season 3, right? I think.
Yeah.
So there's a space. It's like, I want to
yeah.
tell you it's right after the Stain fight or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I feel like that was season 2.
But there's a special. Oh, maybe it is. There's
Yeah.
a fight that happens that I can't remember. Maybe it's the Bakugo. Maybe it's the All for One fight. But there's a fight. It is the All for One fight. I'm sorry.
Yes.
The All for One fight. There's a fight that happens. Next episode, All Might and Deku break character, turn directly to the goddamn TV wearing Plus Ultra shirts and go, "Hey guys, I know you want to know what happens next, but the movie's coming out this week, so we're gonna show you a filler episode," and walk the fuck off. Like,
Pretty much.
So because of that, is it canon? Technically, I mean the characters recognize the shit, but
Yeah.
like at that point, All Might had lost his powers and he shouldn't have been able. Spoilers. Shouldn't have been able, to square
Yeah.
up against homie. So you got to look at it both ways. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
I think 2 was more fun. I think we got to see a lot of great things from everybody in class, which is
There
cool.
was
Even
so
Mineta held
much
it
more
down.
character development in 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would say
the
the
combinations
second one, yeah.
of the team ups was insane.
They've been working on combo moves for 2 years.
That's true. Yeah, but I would say the
Combo.
breaker. But yeah,
We need that as a drop.
Yeah, we definitely do. But I would say like that.
Add it to the list.
It definitely didn't disappoint. I mean, the turnout for that was, I don't know. I feel like the first one had like a way better turnout than we did, but we were in a small theater, so that's kind of tough to say. But I know AMC definitely like hooked that shit up. Though it was amazing. But since we're still on films, actually, wait, who went with me to go see the Bad Boys movie?
That was me.
That was you. All
I
right.
dropped the bomb on this one.
I mean, you were dying, so you get a pass, I guess.
Dying.
But so what were your thoughts, man? Like on the Bad Boys movie?
I liked it. I actually liked it a lot better than I thought I was gonna like it.
I'm not gonna lie, you looked and acted dead ass like Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, it was a little uncomfortable.
It was uncanny.
Was there a lot
like old Martin Lawrence and Bad Boys is just me.
it really is.
It was really uncomfortable. There'd be like things that would be said.
And Martin was looking thick, man.
oh
Like,
my God.
he dead ass looked like he had been retired before this fucking
Was
movie
there a lot
started.
of was there a lot of fan service and callbacks?
Yes and no.
There was some callbacks. There's the lines. There's the we ride or we fly together, we die together. And
That shit was hilarious.
the whole. There was like the people. But I think it was really. I think Martin was a lot funnier than I thought he was going to be.
Oh yeah,
because
he brought it for sure.
If you saw like a lot of the press before, he didn't look very enthused about doing it. There was, and they took a long time to do it. Everybody was wondering, what was taking him so long. Martin was looking like he doesn't like to be outside, and Will's being all the super duper,
Being Will.
outgoing, cool, and Martin's just in the back. But there was a lot of chemistry, on the screen that wasn't really shown. In the press up to it.
Yeah, I think that like they definitely mesh very well on screen. As far as off screen, I don't know how that looks, but
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I could tell, like I genuinely like the movie, and especially like, ooh, do we spoil the? Nah, we don't want to do that. We don't do that.
I mean, it's out, but nah.
How long's it been out now? It's been out for a little, not that long.
I feel like once a movie is
Month,
hits or is close to becoming a DVD, it's okay for spoilers.
Okay, all right. But as far as shut up, I just nah. But I mean, honestly, like the after credit scene definitely set it up really nicely. I liked how that was,
Yeah.
and the entire direction of the story was just amazing because you're sitting there looking at it, and shit, I don't want to spoil it. Fuck. But there's a lot of stuff that happens that brings so much drama and so much gravity, but also enough comedy to break it up in between, so it's not like fucking like depressing as shit when you're watching it.
So what you're saying is in this action movie, there's action and there's people talking, delivering their lines and dialogue.
So I would say there
So
was
it's a whole ass movie.
So shut up.
I think that
I can't release anything, so I was just like, ah,
I do think that
my hands are tied.
because like with the Bad Boys, them being old, it being tired in this state of remakes and redoing everything over, this definitely had the opportunity to be, a whack cash grab. But I think with the story and the little bit of twist that they did add, they kind of sucked up like all that they could out of that kind of tired trope of a movie. And
Yeah.
they actually made something kind of decent. It wasn't like, oh my god.
I
that
really
was
don't
an
think
amazing
Will
movie.
would ever let that movie be
Yeah,
whack.
I wouldn't say that it was like earth shattering or like life changing type shit, but like I would say it far exceeded my expectations. I would say.
Because like if you look at like I don't know, if you look at like Will Smith stuff, I mean, I don't know, Will Smith hasn't really been popping like that.
Yeah, because what was the last whack thing that he did? What was it, the Gemini Man?
Gemini
shit?
Man. There
Was that whack?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but everyone said it was whack. I did see.
It was like hell in the middle, and for
I
me,
think
like,
because it was wasn't it like a Netflix movie?
No, that was Bright.
no, that was
Bright was on Netflix, and that was actually
Yeah.
fire, but people hated that.
surprisingly. Which
A lot of the Netflix stuff with like
Is he got the face?
When we get the video squared away on this, y'all are gonna see some faces. I tell you what, bro. That was straight. It just,
Nobody was fucking with it.
I like
liked it,
the
though.
okay,
I
I'll
like
give
the
it to you this.
concept of
The
Bright.
concept was dope. It would have been much
Concept
better
was
as a TV
good.
show.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Much better as a little 5-episode miniseries.
That's a hard maybe for me.
Get the nitty gritty, 45 minutes to an hour an episode, and really develop the shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that went undeveloped,
Yeah.
and that's why I couldn't
It definitely
really
did.
ride with it as a
It
movie.
definitely did move fast for sure.
Yeah.
That's that much I can say. It moved fast.
Nah,
but yeah, I mean, as far as like everything else that Will's done over like the past couple of years, like I don't know. I would say Bad Boys definitely put the cherry on me for. It's just like what that works. Like
Yep.
I would say this is a very good way to close out the series.
Will's getting old, man.
Well,
Y'all see that?
Not even
picture?
that. Martin's getting old, man. Both of them
Martin's
getting old.
fat. But nah,
Martin's
yeah.
gone fat. I never.
But they're definitely doing another one though.
Yeah.
Actually, they're doing another one with I hear like Martin's gonna be back too.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm
there's
psyched.
there's a Bad Boys 4 and it's happening.
You mean Bad Boys 5? I thought this was Bad Boys 4.
I
no,
thought this is 3.
this is 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and like
Shit, I'm psyched for Martin's fucking stand up.
Yeah.
We're going to see that shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an event.
Oh, when's that? I'm down.
Actually March 12th. March 12th.
It's
here.
going
That's not
down.
good. We won't be here, will we?
We will be here.
Oh, we in there, son. That's not
yeah.
me.
So it's I think it's Martin Lawrence, D-Ray,
Especially D-Ray, man.
yeah, Daryl
Oh
Gibbons,
God,
Michael
D-Ray.
Jackson. There's actually gonna be quite a few.
D-Ray
people.
is an OG comedian, man, from way back in the day.
Is that the whole
But
thing
will
with
he be funny?
Mike Epps as well?
That's true. That's true. Will he be funny? I think
I
it'll
don't
be
know
all
if
right.
Mike
I think
Evans
it'll be
gonna
good.
there, but we'll post something and y'all can come meet us there.
Definitely. I feel like the lineup is going to be strong.
Yeah.
It'll be strong.
And tickets were not that bad, so
Nah.
good job, Bad Boys. And I don't know, I don't know when 4 is coming out. I don't know if I'm gonna be super hyped, but I'm curious to see.
I feel
how
like-
long they can ride
I
this out.
feel like 4, we're going to be hella cautious. Like around that time, you're just going to be like, you know what? Let me just like give it some time, see what the reviewers say, and see if I want to throw that cash. But
I'm
we'll
just
see.
ready for new stuff.
I don't
Definitely.
ever listen to movie reviews. If I want to see a movie and the trailer looks good,
Oh,
I'm
careful,
going.
man. We know a few.
Wait, we know a few what?
Movie reviewers.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously will respect what the movie reviewers have to say, but I like to form my own opinion.
I mean, that's good, but I mean,
Keep backpedaling like that. You might hurt
Yeah.
yourself.
Let me
Yeah.
not down and say fuck y'all.
I can tell you you didn't stretch before the cast,
Roll an ankle or some shit.
Reaching out here.
Actually, wait, Izzy, didn't you was it you that was talking about the Candyman movie earlier, or was that
Black people.
or was that
I put that in there. Yeah, Candyman. So that's happening.
all right? So
My dog.
I
Jordan.
realized I didn't actually like dig deep to see who was gonna be playing Candyman. Do you know who's playing Candyman?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do
a
we
lot.
care?
Yeah, I don't really care.
kinda do a
I don't
little
know-
bit.
I don't know a lot of actor niggas. I ain't gonna lie, but like,
All right.
Actors or acting niggas specifically.
And what is the difference in large amounts of detail, please?
Some of them have permanent tans.
For the light
No,
skinned people
you
in
gotta
the
ask
room.
Chris Rock. Don't ask me.
That is one of the greatest bits ever. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is damn.
You're like, oh yeah, fuck you, dog.
But
You put me in the
no,
corner.
but no, I saw so a lot of people were hating on this movie before it came out. Because,
God, why?
Well, because they were giving Jordan Peele, his name is like on it, but apparently he's producing and like there's like some some black girl who's actually directing the movie. So it's like a whole like say her name kind of
Interesting.
which is fucked up because I don't know her name.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're brand
Oh, yeah.
new, dog, like, and Jordan Peele is hot, and
Yeah.
he's bankrolling your movie, like,
Yeah.
do you really want to shoot yourself in the foot by putting
Yeah.
your name huge on the flyer, bigger than his? People don't notice that he's attached.
Right.
I mean, hasn't that been the move for production studios since the beginning of time?
Yeah.
It can be, but like it could also definitely have a negative effect as well. It just depends on what your market is and exactly what kind of film you're doing.
I think Jordan Peele is like on fire right now, and I think that
he's hot.
I think that
Yeah.
everything he does has been like well received and been very successful. And this Candyman looks to be like no exception whatsoever.
Yeah.
Trailer looks fire. They freaked the Leah Say My Name song, and so now-
Yeah.
Stop!
They horrified it.
Horrifying songs that are hard. You horrified? I got 5 on it. Then you horrified? Say my name. I can't hear. I got 5 on it without wanting to leave. I ain't been to a cookout in 2 years.
That was so incredibly loud that Izzy gave life into my left headphone. I can now hear in both ears. That was so loud.
Superhero static shock.
What? But for real though, like that is like eerie, isn't it? Just, oh, say my name, say my name.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
And I'm uncomfortable. I am
I'm
uncomfortable.
not a fan of formulas, and when the formula becomes obvious, it's kind of like okay. But
Actually, wait, wasn't
Now
it?
you're cheating.
It was you that I told you that, right? Where I was just like, you could literally do the most cliche trailer, literally step by step by step by step.
oh yeah. I don't know if one
there's
of
a
you guys
formula to
sent like
everything.
somebody sent like a video of like somebody making like
Yeah.
a fake movie, and they just like
Yeah, I sent
did
that.
like the slow version of some pop song.
It was
and,
it was doing a remix to a slightly older 90s song, just remixing it and like playing it weirdly, and then jump cut,
Yeah.
dramatic music, close up, gravitas voice, this summer, and then jump cut,
What
jump
really
cut.
pisses me off with those trailers is I think it's IGN, but IGN give us the bag. But there's someone out there that puts like 4 or 5 trailers out there for April Fools.
I thought that was Machinima. Is it not Machinima?
It could be Machinima actually.
Wait, is Machinima even alive anymore?
They might not.
Do
be.
they exist?
I don't know, but
fun to say
every
Machinima.
April Fools, there's like a bunch of trailers that drop,
Machinima.
and it's like this is happening, but I'm like, it's on April Fools. I know it's not happening, but damn, this trailer looks so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, this is going to be the most high production joke ever.
I mean, if you got the loot,
Yeah, fuck it.
Why
right,
would
let
you
it ride.
spend that much for an April Fool's joke?
views,
I mean, if you got it, who cares?
traffic.
traffic.
That's literally it. Oh god, yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. So and I really do hope that the old actor for Candyman makes a cameo. If he doesn't, you're fucking wrong.
There's gonna be a dude at a place chilling, be eating some ice cream or something.
Not
I don't
even,
know.
yeah, probably like be like a really weird like random street vendor that's like selling churros or some shit like that.
He's gonna be
or-
selling something slightly creepy,
Oh wait, even better. He could be like
Candy corn.
no,
or
Candy corn.
canes.
just random canes.
It's got a hook on the end. I don't know.
or even better, he could be like some upper class like debutante who owns like a giant bee farm.
Debutantes or women.
Sorry,
If
not,
he's gonna
debutante, socialite.
If there's gonna be a cameo, I feel like it's got to be the classic. It just pans over to him,
Or
and
just
he's reading,
make him homeless and say the end is nigh on it or some shit like that.
or he's like reading a newspaper and just puts it down, looks up, and goes, and then goes.
Yeah, that'd be hard. That would be hard. I love cameos for shit that doesn't put it right in your face. You gotta be like, wait a minute, wait, run that back, and you gotta buy the DVD because you can't rewind the movie theater.
Jesus, right? Oh man.
Let me ask you this:
Yo,
who's more dangerous? Okay, lightning round.
me.
Right. Okay. Lightning round. 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. We're gonna come to a decision here. 3 minutes. Lightning round.
3 minutes total for all of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's more evil? Who's more dangerous? I mean, evil Batman or evil Superman? Starting.
This most awkward pause.
Okay, quick
Evil
question.
Superman. We're done.
Hold on.
Okay.
The classic Batman argument. Does he have time to prepare?
Yes, he's evil.
Of course.
Then evil Batman wins.
Batman all day.
Because I feel like that's how every Batman argument is won. Is does he have time to prepare? Yes, he wins.
Like you do realize,
Defend it.
like he is
Defend it.
Batman is the most dangerous intellectual as ever. Like especially like the simple little things that he did to destroy the Justice League, as easy as those were. Even after the fact that like it was released and they they were actively trying to kill the Justice League, he still had contingency plans to stop what was going on.
You didn't have contingency plans to stop the contingency plan.
He did.
He was like, oh shit,
Oh,
plan
no,
A happened.
it was there.
Gotta pull out plan B.
All I'm saying is like, okay, so if you have not, first off, if you have not read Bat Metal, you're fucking wrong. The Bat Who Laughs, probably the most dangerous, like, evil bat you probably will ever see.
Batman on Joker serum.
Seriously, like, that shit is scary. He killed the entire world. Killed every single villain, hero, everything.
Is that like the spin-off of like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe type deal?
Nah. Well, it is. So it kind of it hits like a multiverse like book for sure. But imagine, so gosh, I mean, I don't have to go into this too hard, but basically imagine.
We got 3 minutes.
Yeah, imagine every
Less so
every
now.
single Justice League character. So the Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg,
Martian Manhunter.
yeah, like fucking Aquaman, all of those, but they're all bat flavored and they're fucking like terrifying.
Yeah.
All of them.
I am ready.
Now,
Bat Metal's really good.
do yourself a favor. Bat Metal's the shit. Like if you have time and a little bit of money, fucking read that shit. Trust me.
But Superman is God.
Yeah, but you
And
realize
that annoys me.
yeah. But
Hey,
like,
it shouldn't annoy you any more than Batman and his infinite preparation does.
well, don't get me wrong.
That
like
annoys me as
Batman's
well.
power is money. Get the fuck out of here.
Superman is comic book Jesus, but just so y'all know, Jesus did die.
Jesus
So
did die.
He came back.
you know, he came back.
Came back in
know.
the same suit he was buried in.
But he was also dead. So, you know, there's that.
I don't know, man. So yeah, obviously Batman, but only Batman because you can't really take away Batman's powers.
I mean, the Hellbat suit in general, that shit is incredible.
you'd have to somehow unprepare Batman. That's what would
Effectively.
have to happen.
That's the
You would have
only
to,
way
like,
that works. Only way.
You know, and like, how much time does Batman have to prepare? I guess the question
So
is
5 minutes enough?
Yeah, that's what you got to
That's
ask.
more than enough time.
Is it evil Batman versus evil Superman, or is it good Batman versus evil Superman, and vice versa?
Ooh. Well, I don't think it matters either way for Superman.
It does.
I think evil
Superman is killing people. That's a distinction.
Yeah.
Can't like Superman like throw planets and shit?
But you-
Yeah,
like-
if Superman can blow up the Earth.
I think if you had evil Batman against good Batman, that would just be a never-ending fight.
No,
just like
it's got to be Batman versus Superman.
yeah.
It's got to
yeah.
be Batman versus Superman.
So I would say evil bad, evil soup. I mean, either way you look at it, that sounds funny when
With
I say
5
it.
minutes of
Evil
preparation.
bat soup.
With 5 minutes of prep, bloodlust, death battle rules.
God, man, I still say Batman.
Okay,
On
so
5 minutes?
the less
5
prep
minutes.
time you have, the harder this is, right? Because like there are things that prevent Superman.
Well, that's just
from-
it. He's had that's the thing. Like Batman over years has had things set up. He's worse than Iron Man. He's had shit set up for a very long time.
I get that, but there's shit that just doesn't exist offhandedly, or that Batman has just found out about.
Gold
in comics.
kryptonite?
Gold kryptonite. Batman probably does not have gold kryptonite lying the fuck around.
Even regular ass kryptonite would get the job done.
But can't you encase regular kryptonite in lead?
Ooh, that
I'm like pretty fucking sure.
I'm not entirely
I don't know if they
sure.
retconned that out, but you know, at one point you could encase kryptonite in lead. So
'Cause
what's to say-
really-
what's to stop Superman from diving into a volcano, coating himself in lead, and giving Batman the molten hands
I don't
at
know.
the speed of fuck?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. I still say Bat all day.
I
for
think
me.
there are people. I do think there are people that could defeat Batman. Superman is great, but Superman's not the best in his class at anything.
Yeah,
know what I'm
because
saying?
mostly like he's not only affected by kryptonite, but also
Magic.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, and Batman has history with magic.
Batman has the magic. So I mean, you know,
That's why Shazam gave him the hands.
yeah, exactly. You know, just you say Shazam's 20.
Damn, now I'm
27
thinking of a
times,
fight
that's
between
it.
Ra's al Ghul and Superman.
Ooh. Has that not happened? Is that not a thing?
Kill him again.
Kill him several
Kill
times.
him again. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm still leaning towards Bat. I mean,
Yeah,
just
Bat.
because I feel like Superman has just a few too many weaknesses.
So infinite
that's
time to prepare?
Even the time to prepare, Batman's got all of the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Batman's
yeah.
giving him the business. All right, so that's time, by the way.
Okay,
When was the time? Like
3 minutes.
Just now when I said
yeah,
time.
just
Oh.
now.
Nice.
Yeah, but I would definitely
Time
say
tracker.
yeah, right.
I think.
I,
I think that was time.
But,
That was either 3 or 4 minutes. I'm not sure.
Somebody
If we
fact
were-
check us in the comments.
Right.
Yeah, if we went over, please let us know.
They'll slap me.
But for anybody else, like, you give us your comments, your thoughts. You know, explain yourself. Don't just say Batman because Batman. Don't do that. Like,
Yeah, like I did.
have an intellectual argument like we did.
As
So-
the college professor would say, don't just say, "Oh, that was a very good comment. Thank you for responding."
show your work.
Oh, so my God. You got to
Show your
respond to the
work.
person above you. Hey, man, I really like the way you posted that. I, too, agreed with your... The fuck out of here.
Further the conversation, you jackal.
Yeah, exactly. So feel free to leave a comment anywhere on the socials. We'll post it on the Facebook and the Insta later on. Just feel free, throw it out there. Say, you know, Batman, Superman. Give your reasoning. Give us a reason why, not just Batman, Superman. All right, but moving on as we go, as you do, into video game news. I don't know if anyone's heard about the Curse of the Dead Gods.
I got nothing.
Nothing? No? God, am I the only one who's getting into indie stuff these days?
Yeah, the only one.
Maybe.
Okay, I mean maybe
New
that,
topic. When Noob teaches us about things, it is called noobology.
Noobology.
The study of noob.
I would say
Wombo.
I would say this is noob approved on that one.
Noob groove.
Noob approved.
Hey, no more lampshades for Lebanon Dawn.
But yeah, so I mean, this game's gonna be making its way out. It is a top-down title, which I am a fan of. If anyone has ever played, Hotline Miami or anything like that, plays basically just like that. The only difference being is it's very dark. It's very dark. It's very flashy. I like the color setup. The story behind the characters pretty interesting. You know, I think you would actually like it, Izzy, because like you always tell me how you always like a giant challenge, and you could literally just apply different curses onto your character for a better payout in the end. But it just makes the game like fuck you difficult.
Is this Kingdom Hearts 3 critical mode difficult? Because right now
It's pretty
I'm
bad.
getting the hint.
It's pretty bad because most reviewers can't even make it past the first god that you fight.
Oh God,
Like
damn
it's that bad. But, you know, they're also adding on like curses under that don't make any fucking sense. Where you're just like, oh yeah, if you take one hit of damage, your entire HUD just disappears.
You mentioned something that started me thinking. Have you guys ever turned off games because the color scheme was terrible?
Ooh.
I'm about to do that with Hover. We'll talk about that in a second.
We can.
I'm
we
still
can.
angry.
Yeah, but like I would say, like just by judging by looking at this and how it seems to be playing out and everything else, I don't know if anyone's ever played Ruiner. If you haven't, do yourself a favor. It is a Japanese tech punk type game, and I fucking love that shit. It's so good, and it's also super difficult. So if you're down for like Dead Souls type difficulty a little bit, you know, and I would say definitely give it a shot. But yeah, I would say this game is definitely looking good. The system is set up very nicely. It has just about every other RPG type element to it. Like I said before, Dead Souls, it kind of does play like that a little bit.
Is there a demo for it?
I haven't seen a demo out for it yet. I have seen definitely plenty of promo for it. There is a trailer out, so if you want to get some gameplay look into it as well. Not too much on the story right now, but just from the outside looking in from all the mechanics they've released so far, it looks amazing.
They just don't make good demos anymore.
They don't. And let's talk about that shit for a hot
Oh
second.
yeah, you want to get into that? Yeah,
Let's talk about demos, bro.
we can get into demos.
Back in the day, I used to be able to play a nice story mission or two.
Wait, y'all remember getting like discs in like the Nintendo, like
Nintendo
PlayStation
Power,
magazines
PlayStation
and all that,
magazine,
PlayStation,
or
Xbox,
Pizza
man?
Hut back when they sold actual pizza,
or Pizza Hut?
back when they used to put sauce on pizza.
Eat a dick.
Back when you used to get
The
used to read
AOL
books
demo?
for free personal pan pizza.
AOL demo.
yeah.
Lied. Oh my
The
god.
AOL demo. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
but
No,
yeah.
demos were a whole thing.
Yeah, that was definitely a back in the day thing for sure.
bro.
Like nowadays, they've got like the timed 30-minute demo, and you can.
Okay, so I kind of fuck with the time demo. I'm gonna sell out here.
No,
Give me an hour
Yeah.
of gameplay. Let me get the
Yeah.
first hour in, and then let me move my file to the game when I buy it. I feel like that's the best option.
that I do like.
Don't put me
It's almost
in the
kind of
middle
like
of some bullshit and make me feel like a god at the end of the game, and then be like, "Oh, start over on that bullshit." This is hour 50. You got to start at hour 1. Feel
Yeah,
some kind of way about
But
it.
now, what
it's-
about time demos where it's like, all right, you literally have 1 hour to do as much shit as you can?
that's tough though. Yeah, because I mean, like,
Those time demos are
I
trash
mean, like
to me.
time. I mean, but demos used to give you so much less game though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it used to
a
be
lot of those
especially
There was
made-
more demos for like more games, but like you would only play like you'd play like fucking 2 minutes or some shit. I mean, it'd be fun, but
Not even
like,
that. I
Do you
think,
guys remember demos for fighting games?
oh
And they'd be
god,
like 3
that
characters.
was horrible. So bad. So
no,
bad.
You have no choices.
Yeah,
Soul
right.
Calibur 3, you got same guy versus
I
same
think
guy.
that's why they got
Reskin.
rid of fighting game demos, because you could literally just download the demo and just play that infinitely.
That's
Yeah.
just
It's like,
sad.
all right, this is my character now.
Oh God,
I don't.
You could tell who had the demo because they would only play the demo character.
Yeah. Like, I don't get it, man. Why does your ass only play with Taki? I don't want to talk about it.
You were playing with Jin Kazama for 12 years. Well, yeah, man, I ran the Tekken 1 demo of Pizza Hut
Yeah,
with Jin.
I don't think so. I don't think. Unfortunately, I have never owned a Crash Bandicoot game, but I played
Really?
the fuck out of a demo.
Oh, it's
Oh my
good.
god,
Yeah.
I played that same fucking level like I don't know, probably.
you knew
200
every
times.
shortcut, every
Oh, you had
pixel.
it down.
Oh
Speed
my
runner.
God. Yeah, you know, but nah, I do. I think the idea of being able to play a demo for a longer time, that's that sounds like it's unanimously better than 2 minutes of or.
Well, I do like the concept of like kind of like it's sort of an unofficial beta test, where you were saying before where like you get to keep your save and port it over to assume whenever you get the actual
Just
full
give me
version.
a playable beta at that point. How many games have dropped betas? It's like, hey, this is a beta. Come play. Give us your feedback.
Then again, how many betas have dropped and has been absolute ass
Yeah, I was about to
cheeks?
say, I
very
think, I think you risk shooting yourself in the
Shit.
foot on that nowadays.
Yeah.
I think
The
so,
Titanfall beta was trash and good at the same time. It was weird.
So
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot of betas, but in general, I don't know if I mean, betas, it's like, okay, we're not done. Help us.
I mean, so if you're wondering where we're going with all of this, we all played the Final Fantasy VII Remake last night. And it was, and I'm not going to lie, it was not what I was expecting at all. Not even a little bit.
That was the
Not even a little
most
bit.
on-brand Scooby-Doo evil guy laugh ever.
We're gonna reuse.
I
that.
was
You're
sitting
welcome.
there, I was sitting there watching this thing, and all I kept thinking to myself the entire time was, "This is not it. What the fuck is this? This is not it. What the fuck?" God damn it! I'm about this
When
game.
you
aren't
when
I?
you hear this pod, please go check us out on Insta. We posted a bunch of footage of us running the demo and a couple of after action reviews, man.
Yeah.
I had a
D Troopers team PlayStation, what up?
Yeah. I'm there.
I
I'm
had a
there.
full-blown
So,
fucking
oh my
dude,
god.
this
It's
Panic
coming
attack.
on over. I got the rope around them and I'm pulling it in, man.
If you want Lebanon Dawn to be part of Team PlayStation, please give me the bag.
Give the bag.
My PlayStation needs a new hard drive. I need a new controller.
Shit needs Jesus is what it needs.
I need Jesus. I have Jesus around my neck. He won't help me revive. He won't help me revive that dead PlayStation.
Oh God! But yeah, so we played.
just gotta pray.
So we played Final Fantasy VII
Thoughts and prayers.
as all of us
Oh, God.
watched D fucking
Oh,
play
my God.
Final. I got so much goddamn anxiety watching you play.
Oh, my
It is
God.
fucking frustrating watching you play.
Nah,
It
man.
was luxurious.
You
I
play
enjoyed it.
so fucking conservative.
I cannot say that. I cannot say that. That whole thing was my bag.
You were
but
stressing
oh my
me that-
god,
I was
I
so
will
stressed.
say that. I haven't played a demo in a long time, but I got got by the demo. So that
It served its exact
that
purpose.
did exactly what it was supposed to do.
That
because,
shit-
like,
yeah, it planted the hook.
I mean, I was probably going to get it, but now it's like, oh yeah,
It's purchased.
I'm definitely
happening.
definitely getting
Give
it.
us
Yeah,
your
it's
thoughts
happening.
on demos, whether you like them, whether you hate them,
Yeah.
what kind of demos you like on the socials.
Yes.
And feel free to argue with Lebanon Dawn.
Yes.
Yo, speaking of Final
I have
Fantasy,
time for everyone on my Twitter.
yeah,
I got to get on Twitter more.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll hit all the
follow you
socials
on
and pretty.
I need to follow.
I think everybody's following everybody. Ain't they?
Yeah, we should
We'll
be.
figure it out.
Well, the Lebanon Dawn had to be rebranded because Twitter did not play nice with me, so I had to
Twitter-
rebrand.
Twitter doesn't
but
like the Lebanese.
I'm still Lebanon Dawn 24 on Twitter. I
There you
still
go.
kept that handle.
Wow.
I just had to rebrand.
All right.
What were you saying though? You were
Speaking of Final Fantasy, the folks at NHA, they've been running a magazine forever, have run a poll, right? And they've decided on not only the best Final Fantasy games in order, but things like best song, best summon,
Oh, I gotta hear.
best character.
I gotta hear best song. That's what I want to know.
You know the best song.
Nah, tell me.
No, you know the best song. Take a stab at it.
No. Come on, tell me. No.
Use bitch. Of
My
course.
Use a bitch.
Use a bitch is the best song. Nah, man. Of course, it's To Xanarkand, bro. To Xanarkand is the don't laugh. To Xanarkand is the single best Final Fantasy song of all time. You play To Xanarkand, and I'm at Publix trying to buy groceries, and I might start crying. All right,
It
I am a
is.
large man, and it's happening. Face leaking. One of
Yeah.
the best songs of all
All I
time.
wanted Oh man, I can just imagine it right now.
That
That
shit-
song just starts playing.
It grips you by
see
the
a
soul.
close up of Izzy's face, and then a close up on his hands. It just lets go of the bags. A slow drop.
Oh, bro,
The
just start
bag falls
bawling on
over.
my fucking knees, dude.
Just
Oh
that
my god,
Slow fall to the knees. The orange rolls past him in a shot.
dude. Imagine. Okay, so let me paint a picture.
I
for
should
you
be a
guys.
cinematographer.
You fucking
Give me the
should.
bag.
That was easy
Dude,
enough
dude,
to plot out in your head.
Imagine this shit, dude. So I'm me. I didn't have the best family life growing up, right? I didn't have a lot of friends. All I did was read books and watch anime. And I didn't really watch anime that much. I barely got to watch TV. By the time I was in 6th grade, Final Fantasy X came out. The only thing I could really watch with any regularity was shit like Power Rangers and Digimon, right? Digimon Season 2 had just started to air. I was in the bag. I had just like broken up with my first, air quotes, girlfriend. Kingdom Hearts comes out. I am in the sadness bag. I'm not
Sad
that
boy
close to my
club for
family.
real.
Sad boy club. And then I play Final Fantasy X, and Yuna has to go be the final goddamn summon. You don't think that shit resonates with somebody for their entire life, dude?
Nah, you're true. I mean, that did like that whole instance hit pretty fucking hard. Yeah.
In the chest. I'm not crying right now. Hold on, man.
Oh man,
No, man.
There was I can't think of the game, but there was one game I'm like, all right, I'm good, and then I play it, and I just feel like I got shot in the heart. I'm like, oh, why would you?
Why would you do this?
Like an unexpected. I think an unexpected video game character death hits worse than like a book.
Okay, real quick before you run that, I do want to give you the top 5 Final Fantasy games.
Go for it.
Because that's actually a really fun conversation.
suck it to me.
Right. So, spoiler alert on the conversation we have after this. All right. So, what do y'all think won number 1 game?
Oh,
They're all Final Fantasy games. Pick a number, any number.
14.
No.
fuck.
Wow. 14 is top 5 though.
14's top 5?
Top five.
Okay.
right, Drake.
Damn. 10-2?
8.
No. All right. I'll give you the runs because I don't know how much Final Fantasy you guys have played. I'll give you the runs.
1.
Wow.
I'll give you the
No.
rundown.
No, 3. I've played 3 Final Fantasies. I've not beat one of them yet.
I have Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 on PlayStation
Right.
4 if you want it.
What was the one with Lightning? Was that 14 or 15?
Lightning was 13's 1,
13.
2, and 3.
Yep.
So
Okay.
13 has 2 sequels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
And
probably
13
do
is
it.
really good actually.
Yeah.
Like I dug 13. Some people were a little upset, but once you got in the bag about the gameplay scheme, it worked itself out.
All right.
So number 1, okay, so just shy of 500,000 votes, 468,000. Final Fantasy 10.
Well, was that the first one?
Yeah,
I
it's-
should start it from the other way. But fuck it.
Wait. But
Never
fuck it. So you said Final Fantasy 10?
Yeah, it was the best Final Fantasy
So
game of all
10
time according to
10
NHK.
10 and not 10-2? For real?
10-2 is not as good as 10.
Oh, man.
It's got some serious benefits, and the reason we got the
True.
phenomenal game style from 12 is because of 10-2.
Facts.
But yeah, no, it's not as good as 10-2.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go the other way. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy, the 5th best Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 14,
Correct.
which
Top five.
There you go.
turn up. I mean, it's an online game. It's phenomenal. They really listen to us. Final Fantasy 9 is number 4.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 6 is number 3.
Right.
What's number 2?
7.
Of
1.
course.
Yeah.
7
As
is number
as
2.
we were kicking them down, I go, it's gonna be 7.
And you
Seven's
know
in
what's
there.
cool, man? So I'm a big fan of the remake, and I like 7, but I definitely don't think 7's the best Final Fantasy of all time.
Really?
But I will say, and
right.
I'll concede because I'm winning. It's my shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 10. It's my favorite. I do think the first Final Fantasy that anyone plays, especially if you got to play it as a kid, is going to resonate with you as the best Final Fantasy of all time. You know, a lot of people's first Final Fantasy was 7. 7 was one of the first exposures a lot of people got. There was a huge marketing campaign for 7.
Yeah.
There's a huge repush with not Advent Children, but no Advent Children. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
not Spirits Within.
I mean, that was
Advent Children.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
Advent Children was great. You
It
know,
was
so a lot
great.
of people's first exposure was 7. So I get it.
Yes. Yeah, truly.
Let's talk about these video game deaths, though.
Do we need to?
Who died and who's sad?
Kate 6, Destiny. That shit crumpled me.
Really?
Folded me like
A
an
lawn chair.
accordion.
Like an old wallet.
Actually, you know what? Man, what game like escapes me right now? What was the zombie one that you wanted me to watch?
Ah, that's the one I was gonna. You ain't even played a game, you bitch.
Sorry.
You can't say that one. I'm not giving you any
I
information.
played it for like a whole 10 minutes. And
No, you played it for fuck you.
I played it for a whole like 10 minutes, and all I kept thinking was like, I need to go outside and have a drink real quick. Like that was a little too heavy to start this fucking
Nah, fuck
thing
you.
with.
You don't get to pick that one. Pick a different one.
What do you mean pick a
You
different
ain't
one?
even get to play the game. You don't get to pick mine. Hey, I saw you play this game for 10 minutes and it fucked me up. Fuck you. All right. Fuck out of here.
All right.
Fuck out of here. Pick a different game.
Yeah, that's cool. You're just gonna cheapen my experience. That's
Yes,
fine.
you ain't even played a game. That's like saying, you know what the saddest death in the book I didn't read was? You know what the worst?
This game for 10 minutes and it fucked me.
You know what the worst food I've never eaten is? Balaclava.
Baklava,
No, I said balaclava on purpose. It's not a food.
because it's a face. Yeah, face mask. It tastes horrible. It's salty. Shit, I don't know, dude. I lost.
You can pick it, man. You can pick it. I'm sorry.
I haven't had anything like hit me like that in a while because like normally when you see like a death like that on screen, you know, you're usually like, for me anyway, like you'll just kind of like, oh, that's jarring that happened. But it's like, I feel like the entire setting with the motion capture, the audio and everything else that was happening, the music, just the voice actors back and forth, like that shit felt real. Where you just had to sit, like that's like I said, that's why I had to like leave the room for a second because like that shit, like you felt that deep down. Where you're just like, man, like if you had to imagine what someone watching, you know, their daughter bleed out in front of them, you know, and then desperately not knowing what to do.
I'm gonna give you some details here because you still haven't gotten to the meat. It's from The Last of Us. Sarah, Joel's daughter, dies in the opening scene of the video game. And like, what's worse is, or what like gave me the hands about it is like, you see Ellie, who's the main little girl you have to escort, you know, throughout the game, and you see her and you assume that this is Sarah but older. Right through all the promo imagery and stuff, and you're like, okay, well, Sarah's gonna make it, you know, and then like. Just don't, bro. You just fucking don't. You get shot by guards, bro. The National Guard shoots you because they think you're fucking zombies.
Well, you know, it's the guard.
They're still in the army. Do you fuck with the guard?
I mean, I know Kate 6 was my top death, but one that hit me hard as well was Booker from BioShock.
Oh yeah. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was kind of trippy, wasn't it?
Damn, so if you forgot about it, it must not be that important.
Nah, like BioShock was a great series of games, but I played BioShock while I was playing a bunch of other stuff. So once you bring it up, I'm like, oh shit. But until you bring it up,
happen, but you didn't like digest.
Yeah,
didn't hit.
it's still cooking.
No, I've been trying to think of one. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel kind of sad when I jumped off my Yoshi, you know, to survive, to save my Mario, you know. But
that right there, watching the Yoshi disintegrate in water in Super Mario Sunshine.
That is early. That's
Can we
early
talk about
tragedy.
the trauma? Because did you realize you were killing Yoshi, or did you like have to wait until you were older and think about it and then it hit you?
I definitely had to wait till I was just like, nah, nigga, I need to survive, you know. But then I was like, damn, that's some pretty savage shit.
Oh yeah,
that's some pretty savage shit. But nah, I'm gonna keep thinking, and I'll just blurt it out randomly when we're on some other topic, and it'll be so out of context, but we'll just lampshade.
So Izzy, you've played the Spider-Man game.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did Aunt May's death affect you?
Look into my eyes right now.
oh god.
Damn.
He can't make direct eye contact right now.
Diablo has surfaced. It is no longer Izzy. It is Diablo Kakamona.
Look at me.
No.
Said, "Don muerte, don muerte."
We were talking about deaths. It had to come up.
Yeah. Aunt May's death, man. Like, there were some deaths in that game. Like, all right. So for spoiling shit, apparently. Spoilers for Spider-Man.
First of all, how is that a spoiler?
That one's been around for a minute, though.
Well, no, not necessarily, because I mean, like, the game's been around for a minute, but there was no guarantee May was going to die.
Are they still releasing?
Because in universe, it seems like they're setting up Sinister Six. Yeah. We don't really get a good Sinister Six fight, and May in the universe that it seems like they're setting up here. Doesn't die until a lot of Sinister Six shit happens in the comic, right? So her death is definitely a fucking surprise.
Well, it's a surprise, but like, you know, the game is like
out for a while. Okay, well, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
her
been
nine,
long enough. Let's be honest.
And then Miles is Pop's 9.
Oh yeah.
I felt that. I'm black. We
that
black
shit
out
was
here.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty tough.
Crazy.
Pretty tough.
Have you beaten Spider-Man?
Yeah. Oh, that was a great game.
Phenomenal game.
That was a great game.
Yeah, if
I
you get the
appreciate
chance
that.
to give it a look, see if you actually played like the PlayStation? What was it? The PlayStation was the last good like web swinging mechanic.
No, the original Spider-Man 2 game was really good on PS2.
Okay, yeah, because I think they actually
I played
had
that on GameCube.
they actually had an older.
And that's fine. You just pick the worst system.
Yeah, they had.
Oh, those ass.
They had but if I'm not mistaken, they had a developer from that game actually try out the web swinging mechanic for this one. He
I
was
think the developer they got in was from the Amazing Spider-Man.
yeah,
game.
and he was just like, "Holy shit, this feels great! Like
Well,
exactly how it's supposed to."
Yeah, so his whole thing was he would have made a web swing mechanic that worked like that if he had the technology available at the time.
Yeah, at the time they were a little too limited, so that makes sense. But so going from one game on to another one, sports. That's right, fans.
Oh damn! I thought we were gonna play a different
Sports
game. Never mind.
ball.
Awkward.
All the balls.
Oh yeah, so we're sports nerds. Not really, but we got a couple things that I think are a little bit interesting.
I mean, Matt definitely got us back in the bag when he was talking baseball for sure.
So shout out to Trap Ketchum, who's a really big baseball. I did not see any of that coming. By the way,
Oh,
He
no,
was
not
like,
at
Yo,
all.
baseball. I was like, oh, shit.
See,
He's
I've known Trap for a while, so I saw it coming. That if we gave him shit only he cares about, he's listened to us long enough to know we don't give a shit about baseball.
No.
So
yeah,
that
but
was
He's like,
definitely
he was like, I'm getting everybody raised tickets. I was like, well, shit, dog. All you had to say was just was
No,
that.
a baseball game is really fun to go to.
Oh, yeah.
But
Trap. We're holding you to that promise.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, believe
but,
it.
But no, I thought it was pretty funny. So there's a lot going on in the news about the Houston Astros team who cheated, to win the World Series, and now spring training's going on, and like everybody is just
Oh, they paying for it?
all the pitchers of the opposing teams are just
Good.
hitting the
Fuck 'em.
batters.
Fuck yeah.
And I just think that's like the funniest thing ever.
You fucking get what you get what you get, bitch. You get what you get.
It's like, if you can't vacate the title, might as well just like bang people in the head with the fucking ball, So
Yeah, I mean that's just trippy. It's one of those things. You kind of you get past it at the end of the day.
another thing,
Spike Lee.
Yeah, Spike Lee.
What the fuck
Can't
was
be
that?
black nowhere. You can't be black nowhere.
That man spent 30 goddamn million, bajillion, zillion, trillion.
Spike
apparently-
Lee is the Knicks
Fucking
fan, bro.
quintillion
At one point, he was
pesos.
probably the only one.
Oh yeah, and like right now they're not so good, and it's like, how you gonna hate? How you gonna hate on your man? How you gonna give your man static? Apparently he paid like $10 million lifetime. He was on First Take talking about, I feel like an idiot for spending all this money on them, and they're giving me all this static for going in the wrong
Fuck
entrance.
James
apparently.
Dolan, that piece of
Yeah.
shit,
So
man.
let Spike Lee do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, it's
Spike
like-
Lee can show up naked. And
Wearing a
we should
Nick,
But-
When you think of the-
we should cover his body with cheerleaders. Like, oh shit, Spike,
When
you look
think of
cold.
Spike
Somebody
Lee,
go over there and warm up
you think of
Spike.
the Knicks.
Yeah,
just wearing a Knicks scarf around
God.
around his gens, and that's it.
Yeah.
Sit
Nick-
down in the seats.
Knicks, give us the bag.
For
We just
sure.
lay down a Knicks towel over the seat so his butt cheeks don't have to touch
God.
the cold plastic. Like, oh, my bad, Spike. You got it.
Noob,
Yeah.
noob, I'm bored.
Yeah. Hold on. So before we get to that, I just want to, before we get to the best segment, in the world,
Uh-huh.
some other Florida things. Today is Florida's birthday.
It's my stay's birthday. It's my stay's birthday.
Chug the margaritas. Chug the margaritas. Chug the margaritas.
813.
Wait, is this a thing?
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, because I'm like, you guys are just hitting this in unison. And I'm just like, oh my
Well,
god.
so it's my dog's birthday. It's Trick Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Miami,
okay,
baby.
it's my state's
Yeah.
Wait,
birthday.
Is this my
fits.
dog's birthday Trick Daddy or is it Tom G?
Oh shit, I fucked
Yeah.
up. You're right.
One of them.
So that's
flavors.
here.
Either way, it works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to leave the city now.
So 175th year of statehood. So happy birthday to Florida.
We got to go drink 175
Oh god,
sums.
orange juices.
Damn.
And coronavirus is here in Tampa, so everybody wash your hands. There's 2 cases. I think there was one in Hillsborough County, one in Manatee County.
Correct.
So-
As of earlier today, or as of earlier yesterday, since we are releasing
Correct.
today, one more case has been confirmed. 3.
Oh, damn.
We're down to 3. We're up to
here
3
in
now.
Florida?
Yep, here in Florida.
Here in Hillsborough, right?
2 in Hillsborough, 1 in Manatee.
And Manatee is
God
just
damn.
Sarasota, so that's only an hour away.
All right.
First
so-
of all, no one knows how the dude in Manatee got in because he's
yeah,
like a
that's true.
65-year-old man that doesn't travel.
Yep.
All right, so basically,
dead.
this is me giving you a little bit of a servant's announcement. Make sure you wash your hands regularly. Maintain space between one another socially. Make sure you are constantly on top of your kids and your older loved ones, because that is what will hit the hardest and the quickest.
Can we talk about the fact that we were talking about buying dry goods for coronavirus and you laughed?
Yes.
Fuck you. That's why when shit goes left,
I said, like,
and we got all this preparatory goodness, we putting that nigga outside. Like the goddamn cat on the Flintstones.
No rations for Rob. That's all right. I'll eat the cat. I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
So yeah, so that's some Florida stuff to get to some Florida stuff.
Florida mood, because I'm bored. Rob, play me in.
And now, our favorite segment of the podcast. It is Florida Man of the Week.
Florida.
All right, boys and girls, you know exactly how this goes down. We guess the gender, the place in which they reside in Florida, and what flavor they might be of human. All right, boys. So, you know how it goes. I'm going to read the headline. You give me what you got.
Oh, hold on.
Off to a hearty start.
Before you read it, D, are you locking that in?
I'm locking it in.
All right.
Because it's double points if I'm right.
Hawata. All right.
From deep. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so the headline reads, Florida man throws 8 Molotov cocktails at Department of Children and Families building after kids are taken away, police say. So you're locking in white.
Yeah, he rushed it, bro.
I'm already in
All
there.
right, you got from which part of Florida?
Lake County. No. There's not enough international people there to make Molotovs. Give me.
Hey, let me go last. I need to look up the
All
counties.
right, so
I might win this
Izzy,
one.
go ahead.
Give me.
Cheating on the counties here. Well, Izzy,
Manatee.
I haven't lived here. I don't even know
All right.
them all. There's too many counties.
I'm going to go. Oh, damn. What county's Tallahassee in?
Leon County.
Leon. There you go. I'm going with that one.
All right, we do Leon County. What flavor?
Polar bear white.
Oh, God. Okay.
Siberia white. He's going to be Russian. He's going to have a crazy K.
For real?
He's going to have a crazy K and some other V's and O's next to his name.
Jesus Christ. All right. What about you, D?
Flagler.
Fucking
What?
Excuse me?
Yo,
What?
If he's right, I quit, bro.
For real?
Polk County, you can rest easy this
If
week.
y'all could just see how quizzically I looked at D just now, for real?
I have no idea what Flagler County is.
D-Truth is that
but I just saw
Steph
the map.
Curry shooting on the moon to Earth meme right now.
All right, so let me just go ahead and get through this. All right, so we've locked it all in. We're all guessing white, and you said you have Leon.
Leon.
Where you at, Izzy?
Let me get
Marion.
Marion.
Manatee.
Manatee white, and then you said
Flagler.
Flagler white. All right.
Blaviken.
All right, so Ocala, Florida. All right.
Oh, that was close-ish.
All right. Florida man is facing charges for allegedly lighting 8 Molotov cocktails outside the Department of Children and Families office in Ocala back in back in November, according to authorities, according to court records. Tommy Holt,
Fuck.
yes, had 18 different interactions with DCF, and his 5 children been taken away from him before he showed up with his homemade firebombs. He is now facing federal charges for manufacturing and possession. Ooh, God, I'm just rambling right now. Manufacturing and possession of explosive devices. He is said to be arraigned on those charges next week. So if you're wondering, if you're playing at home right now, we have Ocala, Florida, and Tommy Holt, which means, Don, he is polar bear. What?
What?
What? As fuck.
Where's Ocala? Is that Polk County?
For
It better
Ocala?
fucking not be.
Oh, God.
If the one time
I'm always bad with counties. I'm really bad with counties. Yeah, you'll have to look for
Is
that.
it Ocala. Marion County. Who's that Marion? You said
He was
Ah,
saying M.
damn.
He was saying M, and I was like Marion because I thought that's what you're gonna say.
Nah, I said Manatee.
Yeah, this whole situation was pretty intense though. Like the eyewitness was saying they saw this dude hanging out at the gas station.
I'm sorry. As soon as I heard Molotov cocktail, I was like, okay. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
gotta be.
and of course he's just like after he bought a 12-pack of Bud Light and all this other crazy shit.
D,
He's like, can
is-
you
are
get
guys-
any more
are
white
you guys
trash?
making Molotov cocktails?
No.
There you go. That proves it.
Actually, you know what? We should definitely start keeping score with this.
Our expert black people will not make Molotov cocktails.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I would make a Molotov.
And what's
cocktail.
funny, needless to say, this idiot got caught. Like, there's even film of him being like in there acting suspect as fuck, trying to walk away with a giant thing of gasoline and a 12-pack. Like, that doesn't look fucking suspect as shit. But whatever. It's so as far as that goes, if you're playing at home, white, Ocala, yeah, just white people be doing some dumb shit.
I think once we get this live pod thing going, we definitely need to have some sort of break to let the votes come in.
Oh yeah, we're gathering the votes now. Go ahead and lock it in now, and just.
Is that like a telethon? And please keep calling.
Actually, you know what? If we
We gotta
should.
figure out how to make sure that they're not looking.
We
it
should
up.
definitely try and do that. We could probably do it just by the chat alone. We could do that by the chat if we ever have that going live. So I'm down for that. That'd be pretty boss. I'm up for that for sure. But all right, so moving on. Where we headed to next as far as subjects go?
We got a couple left.
Okay.
We'll wrap it up quick.
Couple left.
So,
Couple.
YouTube is out here fucking up.
Oh.
YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube.
Oh wait! You about to tell me some shit that I already fucking know? Is that what's about to happen?
Yes, I think
you better
he
tell me
will.
some shit that I already fucking know.
All right, sir. So here's what we're not going to do.
I'm kidding.
Look,
I'm
no,
kidding. I'm
jokes
kidding.
aside, Doug. So I mean, we know YouTube has been fucking up, but I do think as
Hefty.
a group, we need to make it a bigger point to attempt to hold YouTube more accountable as best we can.
To the highest.
There have been tons of fraudulent copyright strikes. There have been
YouTube,
tons of fraudulent
YouTube
bans.
can get away with that shit.
Yeah, because what else are you gonna do about it? Where else are you gonna fucking go?
It's their shit.
It is. But so YouTube accidentally banned Chilled Cow. If you guys don't know Chilled Cow, they are the lo-fi beats to study to. You know that chick that studies?
The chick
And
who's been
it's-
doing her homework for a decade.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
They
Now,
never-
like, so they ran into some heat at the onset of the channel because the original girl used to be from a Miyazaki movie.
Right.
She was
yeah.
Studio Ghibli property.
Which initially that made sense. I was like, okay, so
Yeah, change the
art
bitch,
style
let's
is
go.
similar. Do what you gotta do. Make the right thing. Sign the right contracts. Get the
Yeah,
right permission.
and right out, you know.
We're Gucci.
But like this one, it's tough, you know, because a lot of the stuff they're playing, they may not have direct permission for, but simultaneously, some of that stuff's got to fall under fair use. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not thinking, you know, they're not passing off the stuff as their own. People are just going to Chilled Cow to be exposed to things they may not normally be exposed to.
Right.
You know, and I think that's huge. It's incredibly positive. I can't tell you how often I find artists I never would have found without Chilled Cow.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, too, is like this channel has been around for forever. Actually, wait, did you hear how many hours had been compiled?
It's like 13,000 hours.
That
some
is
such bullshit.
incredible. I think
You know, it's not even the longest video on YouTube.
no fucking way. What's
What's the longest video?
Trivia question, folks.
The longest video on YouTube. Okay, let's see if I can do
Is?
this. Okay, it's like it's one of those. It's a meme video, and it's a Bug's Life, but every time like the color green is in the frame, all of a B movie plays, and then while a B movie is playing, every time the letter B is said, every episode of The Simpsons plays, and then every time the episode of The Simpsons plays, every time the color yellow is in frame, every episode of SpongeBob plays, and every time like it's I have to be fucking this up slightly, but that is like the longest video on YouTube.
that
disgusting.
that does not make any sense
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Well, no, I thought there was like a whole thing where like, I thought there was like a whole thing of like a max video limit and shit. That
Apparently
that's
not.
Yep.
All right. Well, so
Well, but they said they did it because of an accident, not because of like an actual copyright thing.
because it
but
was
do we
an
believe that?
accident.
I think somebody might have leaned on them a little bit
My
about
pullout
it, and you
game
know
this
they realized that
week.
if they closed, if they kill Chilled Cow, people are gonna be pretty hot about it. So
What if YouTube is just randomly taking people down just for like, hey, oh God, YouTube did this? Like, you know, like how Gucci did blackface on purpose just to drive up views?
Bro, if I'm being totally honest, man, like the thing that I can't quite kind of understand is because they've been fucking up on multiple things, whether it being for advertising or it being for their algorithm systems, whether it be their manual reviews, anything under that sun. There have been plenty of things they have fucked up in the past.
I just don't know like what would be in their best interest to do this. You know, I just don't understand.
I mean-
like, to piss people off if they're not even going to like go after a real copyright thing. If they're just going to just take something down just to take something down.
I mean,
I don't know if I believe them,
Yeah.
but like, why would they do it?
I mean, bro, you wouldn't believe the fuck shit that I heard, like, I think it was yesterday. Apparently, they're like, oh, well, if you're not able to get advertising, we can just advertise for you and drive traffic to your stuff. It's like, no thanks, YouTube. I don't want you taking 42% of my fucking money.
I mean, if you're not able to get advertising, I'm not mad at doing it through the
But
host.
that's
I can't tell you.
that's the problem.
I can't tell you how often. I mean, like they're taking your money.
I'm sorry,
you're
you can't
paying
do
for
your
it.
fucking job that you apparently need to supplement it by taking my money. You know, that's fucked.
Wait, are we talking about YouTube taking your money?
YouTube is basically saying, oh, we'll advertise your stuff, we'll drive traffic, yada, 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 all that stuff. And it's basically, it's like, oh, so you want me to pay you because you can't do your fucking job effectively. You can't get advertisers on my shit.
I don't want to be, capitalist, man, but I don't know. YouTube is pretty important, and it's a really big platform, and, they provide a lot of people with, a host for their content. I mean, they're kind of in the driver's seat, They do a good thing.
True.
But fuck them.
But
All
fuck
right.
'em.
But fuck them.
But fuck them.
All right, so
that all for us?
yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Do you want to like kind of head it off to the bottom here? Do you want to?
I don't think we really got the time.
All right, cool. All right, we can definitely. Well, I think we have you. We're gonna have you closing it anyway. So I mean, we could definitely.
Close it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I closing it out with?
Only the shit that you care about.
Oh, we don't have time.
That's true. No, that's what I'm saying. No, we're good. But
Lampshade.
that's all right. We'll
You know what? We show you guys what we're doing here. We're not hiding anything.
Yeah,
from you
We
guys.
have behind the scenes, on scene.
yeah, we could definitely put that like a small clip like towards the
Yeah.
end if we need to, or anything like that, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody, it's been a solid podcast. I would say that's all
Appreciate-
said and done.
Appreciate
enjoyed
everyone
myself.
for coming.
Thank you for all showing up, giving us love where you can, and here and there.
Like, subscribe, follow, rate. That's important,
Rate.
folks.
Yes.
You want us to grow? Give us 5 stars.
Please.
If
Yeah.
you're not giving us 5 stars, tell us why on the socials why you're not giving us 5 stars.
Facts.
And then we will block you because we don't need your kind of negativity in our
Ah, come on. Well, that being said, we are
4 nerds, 1 podcast.